Michael, can you come out?
My concern is if we don't rise up now, the citizens don't rise up now, this will continue to happen until certain agendas are accomplished.
So Michael Ma, you should resign. People are so angry, and you're a traitor to the Conservative Party. So resign and get it over with.
You voted for Michael Ma because he was a Conservative.
Exactly. I didn't know him at all at the time because I support Conservative. I don't care who's the MP. I vote for the Conservative, but he took my vote to Liberal without my consent. I'm so angry. He should resign.
Scarlett Grace with Rebel News. We are back in Markham Unionville in front of the office of MP Michael Ma for another demonstration against his floor crossing to the Liberal Party. Now, just less than a week ago on Monday, there was the first protest, and we are already back with disgruntled voters and constituents of the area.
We must know the reason why he crossed the floor.
Michael Ma come to our community. He promised lots of things.
Why did you do this to the people who supported you? Why did you do this to your own constituents?
This past week, Michael Ma gave an interview with CP24, and he actually started that interview by thanking volunteers and voters.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank all the volunteers and voters that have placed me in their trust to represent Markham Unionville.
He said that his former criticism of the Liberal Party, as recently as earlier this month, was deepening division in Canada.
Being on the opposition, to be criticizing and deepening that division, I decided to roll up my sleeves and actually do something to it. I have now better access to ministers and the Prime Minister.
He said that in talking with constituents, they desire a strong and united Canada, still failing to explain how turning his back on the party for which they elected him in is in any way uniting Canada.
To deliver those voices on behalf of the Markham Unionville, I think this is a better approach than creating very negative views and not finding solutions.
He said, quote, "I am delivering what I promised, and my values haven't changed."
My principles have not changed. I'm still believing in fighting crime and growing the economy, and so it's very important for me to continue to represent them in the best way I believe is for the constituents' benefits.
He says his job right now is focusing on Markham Unionville. Perhaps we can help him with that focus by seeing how the constituents of Markham Unionville really feel. What brings you out today?
Well, this is treasonous, basically. He betrayed his constituents. It's very obvious.
I just want him to resign. He's such a liar. Shame on him. He stole my vote.
Missing dog, dead or alive, Mickey Ma.
So, lo and behold, now that in December the 11th, just one night at the party, he was truly conservative. And after 24 hours, he switched to the Liberal Party. So nobody would do that. Nobody would do that. And even with the same mind.
His value is to get advantage from China. I know. Yeah.
You think that
everybody know
that his motives might have been by the CCP?
Yeah, and bodies discover so many connections between China and this guy.
He was, this past September, I believe, a special guest at the Chinese consulate for their 76th anniversary party. Do you think that's a bit of a conflict of interest?
I think so.
He's pretty much a traitor and crossed the floor. I mean, these people here voted conservative, not liberal. They have conservative values, and they believe the Conservative Party is the one that's going to lead Canada. But this man just decided to just arbitrarily just cross the floor.
We saw this happening. We thought we got to come and support this, and we're going to encourage it to happen in Nova Scotia as well, because this is totally wrong.
Well, the scary thing about this is that this is leaving the Liberal Party just one seat shy of a majority government. Now, we've seen floor crossing before in politics, but it's never been used before to gain a majority government in Canada.
Right.
And do you think that's what's bringing people out?
I think it could very well be part of it.
So we have a counter protester here. Our first counter protester. The only thing I caught him saying so far is give Michael Ma a chance. So we'll try and get his opinion on that.
Why do you like the guy who said no to the school nutrition program? Why would you like the guy who doesn't understand gender identity? What's that? What's that?
How many people are actually getting the benefit? It's all for show.
How many people getting the benefit?
Yeah, it's all for show.
More kids. How is it for show?
We've got a bit of an altercation here between protesters. Somehow it has gone to the issue of nutrition in schools, and Pierre Poilievre's opinion on that. I'm not sure what that has to do with the protest today, but we'll try and get to the bottom of it. Can we get your opinion today, sir, why you came here?
For Jimmy Lai. Jimmy Lai is being imprisoned. Jimmy Lai is being imprisoned by the CCP, and so I'm here to be empathetic for the difficulties and the suffering of authoritarian regimes, and it seems like that's just the common theme of right-wingism. So I'm glad that we were able to dodge the majority of that. Not all of it, but the majority of that in Canada.
You think there's a correlation between being right-wing and the actions of the CCP?
I think there's a correlation between right-wing and the degradation of living conditions, yes.
And what does that have to do with Michael Ma crossing the floor in the riding of Markham Unionville?
I saw a lot of comments online that said that it could be because of being a plant, or also it could be because of there was a deal that was cut in order for him to cross the floor. So for whatever that could be concernable, I'm here for Jimmy Lai. I'm here for all the folks that are suffering in China because of an authoritarian regime. And
so
hopefully
you're against the CCP?
Yeah, and hopefully the Liberals will be able to, the Canadian cooperations will be able to properly regulate the increase in fascism. Mostly can be seen amongst the right-wing groups.
Do you think that this decision represents the people of Markham Unionville?
Well, no, obviously not. Like, the simple example is his own employees don't even know. How, that by itself says a lot. You know, come on. There's no way he could have asked his constituents.
What have you got Michael Ma dressed up in here?
He dressed in a star, a military uniform, holding the UMD.
Okay.
At the same time, he's mocking us. Okay, so if you can find him, you can get a request. At the same time, get him resign so that we can have a by-election. Furthermore, we can have the reform of the parliamentary system and the election system.
So you voted for Michael Ma because he was a conservative?
Exactly. I didn't know him at all at that time because I support conservative. I don't care who's the MP. I vote for the conservative. But he took my vote to liberal without my consent. I'm so angry. He should resign.
And if you could say something to Michael Ma right now, what would it be? I mean, he hasn't showed up. He hasn't been in his office. He's been hiding. But if you could confront him, what would you say?
No, if you want to make a change, resign and vote again. Let's see if you got the support from the people for your change, right?
One thing is, when I see Michael Ma, after he surfaced, he actually go on many medias. Usually, I think everybody in mainstream media, BC selling his narrative. He was going to tell people that he hasn't changed. He's going for the same principle. He's very principled. But let me tell you, Michael, can you tell there's a fundamental difference between conservative values and liberal values? It is the conservative people, the voters, who align with the values, that believe in you, that you trick them into this plot.
Okay, we are now circling the front of the office. There's like a definite number increase in people who've come this Saturday as opposed to Monday, and it's possible that these protests could just keep getting bigger.
So if he resigns, it reestablishes the validity of his seat and the right to his seat, because he no longer he lost that mandate when he crossed the floor. So go back to the constituent, to the riding, and put your name in the hat again. And if people want to support you under a different party, then you would be, you actually deserve the seat. You don't deserve the seat when you do this. You betrayed actually public trust, and almost like you're breaking I would say a social contract.
So there's a lot of speculation that the CCP was involved in Michael Ma's floor crossing. So would that not be beneficial to the CCP that Michael Ma joined the Liberal Party?
I think so. So that's the speculation. So if I was to entertain that speculation, which I haven't confirmed yet, but I also speculate the same thing, I would imagine that this kind of attention for China's regime will allow Canada to talk to them. So the people are at a disadvantage, but then the political strategizing and the cooperation could lead to better outcomes economically and humanitarian-wise.
So you think Michael Ma switching will lead to better communication with the CCP? Is that what I gathered from that?
Well, from what you gathered, yeah. No, I can agree with that simplification, but also I would aim for that kind of simplification, but there are a lot of risks.
Michael Ma also said in his interview that his values have not changed. But do you think that there is a difference in values between the Conservative and Liberal parties?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no question about that.
Do you think this is an attempt for the Liberals to get a majority government?
Oh yes, there's another trick.
That's not only
There's another trick.
union deal. It's affected national, like Canada, or the whole world. So his move is like not considerate and like so selfish. Just a liar. I just couldn't believe that happened in Canada. I'm so proud of a Canadian. I've been here like 37 years. So I'm so disappointed. Yeah.
I can say he could be someone who infiltrated by the CCP. I don't care if he was a conservative or like a hidden, Liberal or Chinese agent. Okay? But I would say at least he got some kind of fishy, connection with the Chinese government.
You still got a chance before the start of the parliament. Do the right thing. Do what people sent you to do. You're representing the people, conservative people. Step down, do the right thing, be a decent man, then call a by-election.
Do you expect him to do that?
Well, if he believes that he has integrity, I think anybody with integrity will do this thing.
Do you think he has the integrity to do that, or do you think he's going to carry on with the Liberals?
Well, it's not up to me to say that. Do you think Michael Ma has the integrity to step down before the parliament is resumed again?
No.
No. Okay. I think the people have spoken.
I know you're good. I'm just asking if there's... No thanks. I'm just asking if there's an organizer. No? Okay. Does anybody know how many people are coming, anything like that? Are you guys going till a certain time today? Are you going till a certain time? I'm just wondering what the plan is.
Because nobody organized it, no one knows. It's grassroots. People is coming.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your help.
Thank you.
Hi, I don't need to be filmed. I'm not stopping anyone. It's okay. It's okay. You're more than welcome to protest, guys. That's why I'm here, to make sure you're all safe. So I'm just looking to see if anybody had a plan or was an organizer. That's all. Thank you, guys.
It's shameful, really, and I feel for these people. I feel for anyone in any constituent this happens, but I also feel this is really denying Canadians.
Do you not think there's a problem with the Liberal involvement with the Chinese Communist Party, though?
Time and time again, liberal members have mentioned how autocratic and concerning the Chinese government is, and the impact of autocratic behaviors worldwide. So I can understand, like, if you want to talk about all the activities that the liberal government on a federal level has had so far with the CCP, I can understand how much it's just tolerating superpower treatment.
And as someone deeply impacted by foreign interference since last year, and the same riding by former Liberal MP, now retired, happily retired, and no follow-up just yet, that Paul Chang, MP, was suggesting that I'll be given to hand me to the Chinese consulate. They will get the bounties.
The other person that's running most probably is, the Chinese community knows, Zhou Tei, Zhang Jing, right? He is looking for the nomination. The Chinese media knows him. He was in the media business in Hong Kong, and here in Canada, he's a radio host, or I don't know, for Singtel Media or Fairchild, he was a media person. So that's all he did all his life. But also right now, he is wanted by the Chinese government, and there's a $1 million reward on his head. So they want, if you guys want to pick him up and take him to the Chinese consulate, you make him $1 million. I'm just joking, but there is a arrest warrant out for him from the government of China, and there is a reward for him. But apart from that, I can't say more than that. Right?
And that has placed me in great risk after all these years, and this 1 year has passed, and the second Christmas present is now, that Michael Ma has been cited and numerous occasions that has been very close with the organizations, that CTCCO and all these organizations that he was singing along that the PRC national anthem. This is Canada. I think his resume, it's really what we should worry. We don't want Markham Union to become another year of foreign interference, not let alone maybe internal interference as well. If he lays hands on restricted files, as he is the expert in information, IT information, he has done jobs with the hospital authority in Hong Kong. He has been involved with the One Belt, One Road, which is the PRC initiative to globally, geopolitically controlling different countries by putting them in debt. And he was one of the IT head of those programs. That should worry not just the Markham Union View people. I think they should worry about the nation. It becomes a national threat too.
Do you think that a by-election should be called because of this?
Yes, definitely. Yes. Thank you.
My concern is if we don't rise up now, the citizens don't rise up now, this will continue to happen until certain agendas are accomplished. And to me, if this doesn't change this MP's position or d'Entremont's position, then we know that there's no stopping this kind of accountability, and people are going to lose hope. Like, what kind of people are we going to attract to politics to do this? This is not national hockey where you get to change jerseys.
Yeah.
We're not playing games here.
That's a really good analogy. Yeah.
And that's what it seems like. You're not a free agent here.
Yeah.
You're only here because the people put you here, and you're accountable morally, ethically, and you have a professional duty and responsibility to your constituents. So if you can't justify to your constituents why you're doing this and not tell them, then you've lost total public trust, and you're setting an example for our young people too. Our young people see this happening, they're going to go, why would I get involved in politics? So credibility is so important here, and this is a classic example.
Resign! 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 Resign!
This is the accountability you all have to go through. You voted for a terrible party. That's the problem with the Conservative Party. Right now, they have somebody like Pierre Poilievre. Of course he's going to lose people. Of course he's distrusting. But if it was Erin O'Toole, or if it was somebody who had principles like Erin O'Toole, the Conservative Party would have been on lead. It would have been the federal government. But instead, they had a terrible leader. So y'all have to get to grips with that.
Only an insane person will do such a swap, and he should really need medical attention in here. If he is representing the people, right?
I think it's clear that the opinion here is that he's not representing the people.
And we have a volunteer that works so much on soliciting the names when he swapped.
Yeah.
And this is something that I think everybody should know what he represents. He doesn't have the people endorsement. Okay, this is the proof.
Okay, so when he was first parachuted into Markham Union View, nobody knew him because he never worked on the groundwork here. So as a volunteer, he asked me to collect signatures for him because each candidate, when they submit the form to Election Canada, you need to have 100 signatures from the constituents as also Canadian citizens. So he asked me to go ask my friends who are all hardcore conservative. And so I told my friends, please sign this form for Michael because he wants to run for conservative. He agrees with the conservative value. So they did. But now he betrayed all of us. He turned his back on us. And all of my friends are like, what's going on? He said he was a conservative. Now overnight he became a liberal. So they are all very upset and mad. And back to that, Michael was saying that he spoke to the constituent before he made the decision of switching to the other side. None of my friends got his call. None of my friends saw him outside the door. So he never showed up. He never asked for our opinions.
Okay, we have gone inside the building. We're going back up to the 9th floor. I was there earlier this week. I was there earlier today as well. And the number of signs that have increased in front of his office is crazy. I'm not sure if staff aren't taking them down or there's more people coming, but I'm about to show you the mural. Which way we go? Okay, so we are back in front of the office of Michael Ma, and as we can see, protesters have decorated it accordingly. It's interesting. The same sign that Menzies pointed out earlier this week is still here with Michael Ma next to Shrek. Not really sure why, but a lot more have been added as well. We've got, you voided 27,000 plus votes. I did not vote for you to cross the floor. Michael Ma, CCP's puppet play. That's interesting because we were just talking to a gentleman out front who is adamantly against the CCP. A little contradictory. No way out. For shame, Michael Ma, resign. We vote conservative, not you. So the sentiment is shared across the board. Where is Jamil's gift? What's that one about, Lynn?
Jamil Tabani at the Conservative Christmas party, they do a Secret Santa, and so Jamil Tabani didn't get a gift, and so he was like, well, I didn't get one, but okay, whatever, you know. And then he thought after, when he heard that Michael Ma had crossed the floor, he thought, well, maybe it was Michael that had my name, and he looked into it, and it was. He had his name, so Jamil didn't get a gift.
Like most workplaces, we had a Secret Santa, and so everyone got assigned a name. I purchased my gift for my dear friend Mel Arnold, and when we were all giving out gifts, I didn't have one given to me, and I thought, wow, maybe someone forgot, you know, no judgment. And then when Michael Ma crossed the floor, I wondered, maybe I didn't get a gift because he decided not to give one, and maybe he decided to give it to a liberal instead. So I did inquire as to who was supposed to be my Secret Santa, and it turns out it was Michael Ma. And I did not get a gift. So just want it noted for the record.
So he didn't get his gift, and that was the night before. That's at the Christmas party, the night before Michael Ma made his statement that he was switching. And it's funny because he said in an interview this week that at that Christmas party, he had not yet made his decision. But seeing as he didn't bring a gift for the Secret Santa, that implies that maybe he already had.
I would think so. That's my conclusion.
The night I attended the Conservative Party, I was truly a Conservative member and an MP. I have not made a decision at that point.
Party switching betrays voters. Resign now. There's a lot of resign now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resigns. 6, 7. This one's good here. If I wanted a liberal, I would have voted for Peter Young. Underneath this sign, we've got office closed, services continue via emails. Merry Christmas. We don't have any notice of when the office will be open again or any upcoming hours. And then on top of that sign is a sign from a protester saying, "Face me, coward." Very appropriate. Protest has concluded out front, and we still have people in here making sure that their voices are heard by putting up their signs in front of his office, because it's not like he has ever come to face protesters, his constituents, and he is never in office when we come here, not during the week on Monday or on the weekend during Saturday, as expected. But voters are going to be heard one way or another, as we can see.
Where are you? Michael, can you come on?
Get one. 2 minutes later. No. I can't remember if we talked to you last time or not.
Michael. Come be Michael.
I just want to say 2 things.
Sure.
He's hiding, right?
Yeah.
Why you hiding?
I wonder. I don't think he wants to face the people.
I want to give him Christmas gift.
So, Michael Ma, you should resign. People are so angry, and you're a traitor to the Conservative Party. So resign and get it over with.
Oh, we got the coppers coming up to meet us. Okay, my cameraman's gotta get the footage.
Yes, we are in York Region.
The police have joined us up on the 9th floor. I think they're just trying to keep the peace. As always, we are peaceful here. I wonder if they're going to have any opinion on the artwork that has been left behind, though.
It's warmer in here than outside. That's for sure.
That's why we came in, just get our feet warm.
Oh, yeah.
We're preparing ourselves.
Yeah.
He's got no problem with it.
Comes off, right? It's if there's damage, it's an issue. So. Yeah, I mean, it's
If there's damage, there's an issue, but so far, no issue.
We can have corruption, not damage.
Lynn just said, we can have corruption. We can have corruption in politics, but no damage to the paint on the walls. Interesting. And then I just heard this officer, I don't know where he went, but this officer just said that he thinks he's moving, that he's going to be moving his office. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. That's what the officer just said, that he's going to be moving. Now, we've seen MPs cross the floor before, but never before has it been used in Canada to gain a majority government. Canadians did not vote for a Liberal majority government in April, but the Liberals seem bent on getting it any way they can, despite pushback. Ma acted relatively unbothered in his interview with CP24 earlier this week, though nearly 38,000 people signed a petition demanding his resignation. Protests continue in front of his office, and all of his official social media accounts are still down. If you agree that MP Michael Ma must resign now and let voters decide his fate in a by-election, head to firema.ca.